Aloha, good morning. This is Caron B Davis of Caron B Realty International, and look where we are, beautiful Manzanillo, Mexico. And yes, I'm very excited to have spent the last week here with 8 very incredible, beautiful, kind women who are all owning their own real estate companies and are just not only incredibly successful businesswomen, but very thoughtful people. And today I thought would be fun for this Friday is to actually talk to Terry Moerler, who's been a dear friend and mentor of mine for 30 years, who just has written a book, and it's all about creating that next dream in your life. So let's go, she's inside because it's 89, so we're going to go inside. So follow me. Hello.
Hi, Caron.
We'll pretend we haven't seen each other for a bit. We just got back. It's so warm here right now. But Terry, I was mentioning how we've been dear friends for many years, and just if you could tell my audience here, really your history of your whole career and life path up to this point.
Well, I've been in the real estate industry. It's hard to believe, but 43 years this year.
43 years.
And I think what makes me feel really great is that I honestly get up every single day and I just love what I do.
Yes.
And so I think that that's part of it.
Yes.
And then the other thing is that I believe that one of my highest core values is being learning based.
Oh, it's always been learning based. Yes.
So I think when you can be learning based and not think that you know everything,
Yes.
and so every single day I learned something new. And in the last week being here with these incredible ladies,
Yes.
I've learned so much.
I know you just keep learning, and I know that you've been very inspirational. I'm a life learner too, and it's constant, and that's what keeps life so interesting. But getting to your next move here in life, it's so exciting. Tell us about this new book that you've written and what the idea came from.
Well, my book is In 3 Years I See, and the reason why it's 3 years is because we're in a world of instant gratification.
Yes.
5 years, 7 years seems to be too much, and 3 years is just right.
Yes.
1 year is not enough. You're starting to get into it in the second year and by the third year. But what my book is really about, it's a guide.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a workbook. And it's very intentionally to take you from where you are today to where you dream that you'd like to be. Yes. However, enjoying the journey along the way.
Absolutely.
Because that's the key.
Yeah.
The key is enjoying the journey. But
Yes.
it's very intentional. We have 8 chapters in the book. It starts off with awareness and understanding where you are at the moment.
Yes.
It goes into your core values because core values are very important.
Yes.
What is your big why? Why are you doing what you're doing?
Yes.
So why am I doing what I'm doing in real estate? If I don't have a big enough why, then it's not going to be good. So anyway, the book, at first I thought the book would be great for my clients who are now retiring, thinking that they are lost. They don't know what to do. They've been an engineer, or they've been whatever for so many years, and so what is their next purpose?
Yes.
So I thought that this would be a good book to be able to help them on that journey. However, I have 2 grandkids that are 2 grandsons. One is 19 and one is 22, and I asked them to look at the book for their opinion, and both of them felt that it gave them clarity. It gave them an insight of what's next. And in the book, we've got some thought-provoking
Which if I could, mention with kids these days, they seem to go to high school, then they compete for the universities, and they really don't know what they're doing. They're just following what the world tells them. But if they start to really take a look at what truly am I about, what makes me happy, or do some of these exercises, then I think they'll come out of maybe some of these degrees and have more of awareness of where they want to go with it.
Well, unfortunately, most of this is not taught in school.
Correct. Yes.
I mean, that is the biggest thing. Most of this is not taught in school.
Yes.
And so many of us, including myself, spent years learning this.
Yes.
And so now it's, we've put everything in here of the things that I think are really important. Core values, what are the obstacles? We talked earlier this morning.
The power of saying no.
The power of saying no, because every time that you say yes, you're saying no to something.
Correct. And then you were going to give us a little formula that's not in the book that you swear by. So why don't we talk about that?
I mean, I can't even remember how long ago I came up with this, but remembering that most of my real estate clients are engineers, so I'm into formulas and numbers. And so my formula is A plus D equals R.
Yes.
So the A stands for awareness. So once we become aware of what it is that we want in life, okay, what are the things that can we be determined? Can we be driven?
Yes.
You know, what are those D words that we can use to get the result that we want?
Yes,
exactly. So, you know, I know as a single mom, a lot of my career, I wanted to be a good mom for my daughter. And so that was the result. The result was I want to be a good mom for my daughter. So that was an awareness that I thought about. And so I was determined to do what it takes to do that. I've watched you over your lifetime with Angus.
Oh yeah.
And you have a total awareness of what you want for your son. And you were determined, driven, and many times I've seen it even here.
Yeah.
You know?
I never give up.
So that A plus D equals R is really a good formula that you can use with a client. I mean, when I'm talking to a client about selling your home, I say, now that you're aware of selling your home and you want to go over here, are you determined? Are you driven? Are you going to do what it takes? And in your case, are you willing to go into rental because we may not be able to find your house, you know, right away?
Exactly.
And so, and helping them to do that.
Identify that. And I know also in your book, which I really enjoyed reading, was, you know, you have a dream and then you turn it into a goal, and then a goal has a deadline, because it is good to dream, but you've got to turn those dreams into goals to make them happen.
Yeah, we have a whole section here on SMART goals.
Yeah.
But we try to make everything simple.
Yes.
And, you know, and you can, core values, I keep going back to core values because most people don't really understand what their core values are. And that's, you know, what do you say no to? What do you say yes to?
Yes.
You know, if you can go back and say, okay, what are my core values?
And then also, which I should compliment Terry on in the book, it actually comes up with 36 different values to start giving you, you know, a thought process. But, you know, just fast forward moving here, this is a workbook and there's a lot of incredibly good information, but more excitingly, there's actually going to be a program on Zoom. And why don't you say about, you know, for any of the audience who wants to sign up for this, why don't we find out how to sign up?
So if you go to RX, the number 4, empowerment.com. So it's prescription for empowerment. RX, number 4, empowerment.com. And when you go there, there are different things, but you can go down to special events. And on June 1st, we're going to have a seminar. And that 1-hour seminar is going to go into the wheel of life, because that's the crux of the thing, the wheel of life. And so we all have a wheel of life. Some of our wheels are like this, which means that maybe we can grow more. Some of us have our wheels and something is kind of wonky. Yeah. And so that's where you need to start. And then the second part of it will be the core values, which I keep talking about how important they are. So we're going to start with that wheel of life. Where are you today? Yes. And what are the core values that you have that are going to get you where you need to go? And then the other chapters are going to be step by step by step. So this is a book. It's actually a workbook. You can do it yourself, so it can be a do-it-yourself, or we can help you with it. So it's geared for everyone.
Exactly. And then what we'll do is we'll have a link where you can go on and order the book if you wish to have a look at that, or just, you know, join up for the Zoom call. We'll have that connection too. But we won't. We need to go back and enjoy that beautiful pool because we leave tomorrow.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity to share my book.
I know. I'm so happy. Thank you.